Vinicius Jr. and Aitana Bonmati were crowned as the Men's and Women's Player of the Year respectively at the Best FIFA Football Awards 2024. The pair received their accolades at the Football Awards 9 in Doha, Qatar on Tuesday, 17 December, voted for by national team coaches and captains, members of the global media and fans. According to Catalonia Radio HEFCB World, Olmo remains keen on continuing at Barca and is expecting the club to do everything in their power to register him. It must be noted that Olmo will be able as a free agent should Barcelona fail to register the Spaniard by the given timeframe, meaning Barcelona must come up with economic levers to help re-register them. Barca are working on various different levers that could potentially help them register Olmo, but time is running out. Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson Becker has given Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. a shout out on Instagram, congratulating him for scooping the Best Men's Player award. The young Brazilian made waves at the ceremony, grabbing a spot in the FIFA Best 11, while Mohamed Salah, Liverpool's Egyptian king, sadly missed out again. Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim has claimed Marcus Rashford is right to say he wants a new challenge, but said the forward had the biggest one ahead of him at Old Trafford. Rashford dropped bombshell news he wants to leave the club on Tuesday after Amorim dropped him from his squad that beat Manchester City 2-1 on Sunday. It is in Real Madrid's best interest to send Endrick out on loan. Sure, the Brazilian player might wish to stay and fight for his place. This is all well and good, but both parties must be realistic about what they expect from the remainder of the season. Endrick is a hungry young player who wants to play more minutes. Real Madrid is the best club in the world with a star-studded attack, therefore the competition for places is incredibly high. Barcelona have reportedly been handed a boost after fresh tests on Lamine Yamal's ankle injury suffered against Leganés. There have been concerns raised that the injury may be more severe than first thought, but Barcelona are optimistic that it is just a simple sprain. Diario AS are reporting that tests revealed that the injury has not affected the external lateral ligament of the ankle and Yamal only has a part of the membrane that covers the fibula and tibia affected. Bayern Munich star Jamal Musiala has placed Manchester City and Arsenal on red alert after speaking about his contract. During a recent interview with German news outlet Sport Bild, Musiala spoke about his contract situation. He said, "Unfortunately, I can't give the fans a Christmas present. There won't be any news in the near future. We've had a lot of games recently, a lot of travelling. My focus is to concentrate on the games. I want to be free on the pitch, even if there's a lot of pressure from outside." Barcelona are already working internally on the possibility of a return to Spotify Camp Nou being delayed until next season, a source told ESPN, despite President Joan Laporta insisting the intention remains to play there from March. Real Madrid will meet on Wednesday Mexico's Pachuca in final of the 2024 Intercontinental Cup. The match will begin at 1700 at the Lusail Stadium in Qatar, the venue that hosted the 2022 World Cup final. Real Madrid entered the final as UEFA Champions League winners, while Pachuca represent the CONCACAF Champions Cup as its reigning champions. Aston Villa Football Club today announced its plans for a bold regeneration project at Villa Park that will build on the club's 150-year heritage, while also creating the fan experience zone of the future. Perez personally addressed the squad, emphasising the significance of the final. His message to Mbappé, Vinicius and the rest of the team was clear. This is not just a match but an opportunity to further elevate the club's global reputation. This match will be watched by millions of people around the world. We have to win the second title of the year, the club president told Mbappé and Vinicius, as quoted by Defensa Central. Mikhailo Mudrik's Chelsea teammates were reportedly baffled by his absence at training after being left in the dark about his positive drugs test. News broke on Tuesday that Mudryk had been provisionally suspended after returning an adverse finding from a urine test. The 23-year-old is believed to have tested positive for meldonium and could face a 4-year ban from football if his B sample also comes back positive. Liverpool continue their defence of the Carabao Cup with a trip to the South Coast to take on Southampton. Arne Slot's side can move into the semi-finals with a win at Mary's as the Dutchman targets silverware in his first season in charge. Consecutive Premier League draws have somewhat slowed momentum, though the Reds battled brilliantly against Fulham at the weekend. Mikel Arteta has suggested that Ethan Nwaneri could have a future as a striker. The 17-year-old has impressed since breaking into Arsenal's first-team squad this season and has mainly featured as a right-sided attacking midfielder in his 14 appearances. Man Utd and Barcelona are currently negotiating a swap deal involving one-way forward Marcus Rashford, according to reports. Reports emerged last week that the Red Devils are ready to sell Rashford for top offers in the January transfer window after considering his sale in the summer too. Manot are showing great interest in Barcelona midfielder John, with the Netherlands international only starting 2 matches in all competitions this term under Hansi Flick. The report describes John as a hot potato at the Camp Nou, with the Catalan Giants working on finding a solution for their highest paid player.